Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this channel. If you are into global politics, today's episode is a must watch because we are breaking down the biggest geopolitical developments happening right now around the world. From major trade deals to oil markets and rising regional tensions. So let's dive in. First, we'll start with this story of Thailand, which has a new neutrality stance. What does this mean? Today, four major Thai political parties have publicly agreed that Thailand should stay neutral in global conflicts, focusing instead on its own national interests. This is a notable shift in Southeast Asia, where countries have been under increasing pressure to choose sides amid the US and China strategic rivalry. So why does this matter? As we all know, neutrality could reshape the diplomatic alliances in Asia, and also neutrality may reduce the risk of Thailand being drawn into great power conflicts. Economically, it may help Bangkok to attract investment from multiple global partners. Moving on to India. So the India-EU trade deal is up and running, which is big news for India and Europe at large. So trade experts say that this deal will unlock major export opportunities for India's industries, especially textiles, and it will substantially boost economic growth. Indian leaders are calling this a step that places New Delhi at the high table of global geopolitics, strengthening its influence in trade negotiations around the world. So what are the key impacts of this deal? This means more jobs and exports for India, stronger ties between Europe and the global south, major boost to multipolar trade architecture. This is a good thing because India is one of the countries that trades also with Africa. So Africans might also be a beneficiary for this deal, which is a good thing. So another topic that I want to talk about is the oil prices, which are surging on political fears. You know, oil markets are trending sharply upwards as these tensions, especially in the Middle East, you can watch this video up here to see what I talked about the last time about Iran. And this has raised fears of supply disruptions. Oil is on track for its largest monthly gain in years, driven largely by fears around the US and Iran tensions, which may potentially lead to supply cuts. This issue has been confirmed by an article in the Business Today. So it is coming very soon. So we are obliged, or let me say, let's watch the rising oil prices, which may pressure the globe or the world in general to inflation. Energy politics can influence key alliances, and this might disrupt a lot of things, like, countries being aligned to one another, political sabotage, because, energy politics are very rough. Markets are pricing in premium risk, not just the fundamentals of the, market. And in Europe, the EU has labeled Iran as Iran. There's an IRGC. This is the meaning right here. The EU has labeled it as a terrorist organization, which has escalated tensions between Tehran and the Western powers. This may trigger retaliation, but we hope for the best. In the Russian-Ukraine war, recent humanitarian exchanges and continued frontline pressure shows the conflict remains a very, very big security issue, more so in Central Europe. The UN warns also of a possible liquidity crunch mid-2026 if member states don't pay their dues, impacting peacekeeping and global diplomacy. The other thing that was trending was the doomsday clock. Scientists say that the globe is at an existential risk, including nuclear and climate threats. I will follow on this story, and I might make a video about it. So keep subscribed for that. So what is neutrality? Neutrality does not just mean taking sides. It can reshape a country's security agreements, foreign policy, and trade relationships. For example, Thailand's stance may influence how other middle powers approach big power rivalries, And also, the issue of oil. When oil prices spike, it's not just about the gas stations, the pump prices. It signals that markets are pricing in risk around the supply routes, the conflicts, and amidst the sanctions. Investors often watch energy markets as early warnings of this geopolitical stress. Alright, Geo Watchers, that's your geopolitical snapshot for this end of January 2026. Let me know in the comments which of these stories you want us to unpack deeper in future episodes. Smash that like button, keep subscribed, hit the bell so you don't miss tomorrow's update. Peace out.